Hello one and all, this is Soulful Lordy, James Bullock here with another video game first impressions. This time around, The Sims 4 for PS4 and Xbox One consoles. Now for those who don't know, The Sims 4 came out on PC over 3 years ago, and we console players are finally getting our version, which is The Sims 4.5 essentially. When The Sims came out, initially on PC, it lacked a lot of what made really the last few games so mesmerizing, so expansive, so intriguing. Having the ability to have a family, have kids, have toddlers, having the ability to have swimming pools, having the ability to have basements on your house, having the ability to follow the dead. Those features that were in The Sims 2, were in The Sims 3, and even in the original Sims, weren't in the original version, the base version of The Sims 4 on PC. For console players, we get all of that, but it does come with some limitations, especially when it comes to create a sim mode. A lot of the physical features and traits and abilities when it comes to shaping the facial features and the body of your sim is still there, but when it comes to clothing options and hair options, it's definitely lacking in comparison to the PC version. When it comes to building your perfect home, your dream home in The Sims 4 on the console versions, everything is there, but some of the items that were in the PC version, both as a base game and even now after many patches and expansion packs have been released, aren't readily available for the PS4 and Xbox One versions of The Sims, which is of course deflating, upsetting, and disappointing, but really expected considering that so much work has gone into really rebuilding The Sims 4 and making it acceptable for PC gamers. But what you get here, as I said earlier, is pretty much The Sims 4.5. It's everything that you expect from The Sims game, The Sims universe, The Sims type of gameplay style. The biggest thing that differentiates The Sims 4 from any other Sim game is the fact that it's based around emotion. It's based around how the sim is feeling. It's based around how the character is feeling. Be it sad from a disappointingly long day of work to being exuberant and happy over the fact that their significant other is about to have a child. It's things like that that make The Sims 4 so much different from any other sim game, because their emotions dictate what they want in not only their day-to-day activities but also in their entire life. It fuels their ambitions and their journey as long as the player sticks to it. And I love that. I didn't know how to take the emotion aspect when it was first announced, but I love it, and I think that going forward it's something that The Sims needs to continue on with. It needs to keep that focus. It needs to keep that gameplay implementation to make The Sims game such a grandiose, or even more so a grandiose experience. But there are flaws when it comes to the console version beyond just some of the lacking features compared to the PC version. And probably the biggest and most obvious one is the fact that the control scheme takes a lot of getting used to, and even when you do, it's still a little cumbersome. One of the biggest problems is the speed of the cursor. You have an on-screen cursor that moves a lot slower than it does on PC. The camera struggles to zoom in and zoom out at a natural pace. It kind of goes in too fast or comes out too slow. The control scheme as a whole has an input delay problem that when it comes to switching between various sims by using the triggers, it can kind of get stuck, which is pretty annoying because sometimes you're trying to go to another sim and figure out what's going on with that sim and it's stuck. It doesn't know what direction it wants to go. Cheats are also available on the Sims 4 console versions, but they will disable your achievements and trophies, so if you really care about that, if you're a trophy hunter, if you're an achievement hunter, I would not suggest you try the cheats out until you get everything that you want, and then have fun. All in all, The Sims 4 on consoles is exactly what you expected. An inferior version of the PC offering that is a little clunky, but still has the essence and the spirit of The Sims just shrunk down for console-only players. It's probably the best console Sims game since busting out, and that was made specifically for consoles, so that makes sense as to why it was such a great game on consoles. I think it's a really good game, but if you have a good enough PC, if you haven't already picked it up on PC, I would suggest sticking to the PC version. I will still enjoy a lot of my time with the Sims 4 on console, but if you are a PC gamer as well as a console gamer, The Sims 4 on PC is definitely the way to go when it comes to this game. And there you have it. This has been Soulful Lordy, James Bullock, with another video game first impressions. The Sims 4 on PS4 and Xbox One consoles. Oh lordy.